What's up, guys? So today we're looking at my battery daddy. This was a as seen on TV product many years ago, and you can still find them. You can find them on eBay, Amazon. They're 20 bucks, and I think these are phenomenal. These are fantastic. All right, it's not just the apocalypse stuff we're prepping for. We're prepping for everyday life, especially on Christmas, especially if you have kids. Right, or lots of kids in your family that you give lots of toys, right? Electronic toys that take batteries. So the battery daddy is just the case, right? It is just the holder here, as you can see. Battery daddy right on the bottom. It holds a variety of batteries, which is really cool. It also comes with a little voltmeter. All right, so you can see the top part here. Let's open this guy up. Right, it's double-sided. The top part has spot for D cells, C cells, which I have one of. I don't really use C batteries for anything. I actually want to get a couple packs just to fill it out, because I'd say once a year I'll just go ham. I'll spend 60, 70, 80 bucks on batteries and just load this thing out, because throughout the year I'm using them. I focus mostly on AA's and AAA's. As you guys know, with the flashlights, I mean, so many flashlights today are rechargeable, which is great. I also have an entire bin of just charging cables for all those lights. But yeah, AAA's, AA's, just the most common. So there's a little spot for doubles. There are some rectangular holes here for 9 volts. 9 volts obviously being used for all kinds of things, including your smoke alarms. They didn't waste any space. There's even 2 little AAA spots on the handle. All right, just because there's space there. All right, so those come with a little voltmeter, which is really easy to use. You just pull this back, right? Positive and negative. Oops, actually the other way around, excuse me. Negative on the back here, positive on the red. And you can see we have a reading. So this one is good to go. And it's very easy. It literally says replace if it's red, right? Yellow means it's low, and then green is good to go. All right, so you don't have to know much about electronics or voltage or anything like that. All right, let's check out one of these big old D batteries. All right, same thing. We are good to go. All right, so let's make sure that's working right. My connection, good to go. All right, so yeah, pretty cool. So if you don't know, let's say you have a random battery and you want to see if it's good, you do have the voltmeter in there. All right, put that back. Then we have a little spot here for, you can put watch batteries and stuff. What do I have in here? I have some odd-sized batteries. This one's actually corroded, so after the video, I'll have to replace that. But I do have a bunch of watch batteries somewhere else. I'm actually going to put them in here now that I'm, focusing on this a little more. So yeah, that's the front side. Close that. Flip it over. The back side. Again, utilizing that handle for some AAA's, but we have a whole spot, a whole tray here for AA's. AA's are probably one of the most commonly used batteries, so I have a variety of different brands. Got Energizer, Duracell, Thunderbolt Edge, which I think was, that must have been, I'm trying to think. It wasn't Sam's Club, because I bought a bunch of batteries from Sam's Club. No, it's Harbor Freight. Harbor Freight's branding. Rayovac, I got some Duracell Quantums in here. I do have a separate little container where I have like my lithium AA's and AAA's. That's a whole different thing. I should probably put them in here, but anyway, point being, this thing's pretty cool for 20 bucks. So if you want to prep and prep for everyday life and just always have batteries somewhere, this is a great way to do it. This literally stays by my desk, and I have a location for it. I mean, you could put this in your shop, you could put it, under a bed. It doesn't really matter, but it's nice to have everything consolidated. I know so many people who like, oh, I need AA batteries. Where are the AA's? Oh, maybe they're in that like junk drawer in the kitchen. You're just kind of loose, floating around with a bunch of other random stuff. Maybe you keep them in your sock drawer. Who knows? But I'm just saying, it's nice to have them organized and ready to go for any occasion. All right, so I'd highly, highly recommend this. So this video today is sponsored, and it has to do with the batteries here because it is on a nickel mine. And nickel is one of the major components in batteries, right? Batteries need them. So it's a super important metal that is in our society. It's used for all kinds of things. Besides batteries, guess what else? Let's see today's knife, right? Today's EDC happens to be a CRKT Jettison. All right, this one rocks 8CR13 MOV. Guess what 8CR13 MOV is? It's a blade steel, and it has nickel content. Other blade steels with nickel content: S35VN, AUS8, 440C has high nickel content. So, you know, it's not just the boring stuff, the cool knives that you love and carry every day. They also utilize nickel. All right, so anyway, stay tuned. I'm gonna have a little, you know, sponsored section right now. I appreciate it if you watch it and hear me out. So today we're talking about Alaska Energy Metals. All right, so here's their presentation packet. I've actually talked about this company before. You can watch one of my previous videos. I did buy stock with this company before, and the stock is up since I bought it, which is exactly what you want to happen, right? Everything's about timing. It gained value. It went below where I bought it at, and then it went back up. So obviously things are always fluctuating, but if I sold it today, I would make a profit. All right, so the ticker symbols are here on your right. The highlighted one in pink is for my US viewers. It is AKEMF. All right, so we talked about, again, this in the past video. I started this video talking about the battery daddy because batteries are a very important thing in our society. It's something we don't even think about much, but we're all using batteries in all different capacities in our life, and nickel is a major metal for making batteries. Right, so they go into that a little bit on their presentation here as well. I'm not going to bore you with the entire details of everything. You guys probably understand the concept here. You have a mine, they find, you know, different things. In this case, they're looking for nickel. Nickel is, again, you know, heavy demand for it right now. You can see Elon Musk has pushed for people to mine more nickel. Obviously, he needs it. Tesla needs it for all their, you know, electronic vehicles. It's just one of those things, you know, batteries and battery powered things are progressing every single year. There's just more of that kind of stuff. And now that we've integrated, you know, EVs into society, there's going to be a higher demand. It's just natural, right? So even people like Elon Musk, who are, you know, quite smart, they understand the need for more nickel mines, right? So you can look that stuff up if you want. There's many articles about it. But yeah, nickel is used for all kinds of things. Obviously, as I mentioned before as well, also knives, right? So this particular knife has some nickel content in its blade. And, you know, it's a versatile metal. It's used for all kinds of things. Obviously, a lot of different alloys as well, which is, you know, mishmash of different types of elements that go into a steel. So, you know, heavily used in industry. And obviously, we need industry to keep our society running. So, like I said, it's very important stuff. This particular mine, like I said, I've had, you know, interest in it before. I've personally invested in before. You can see here, if you want to, you know, I'll kind of scroll through the different management team members here. You can read about their history if you'd like. But, you know, solid team, solid company, a lot of potential for growth. That's the whole idea, you know, why you'd want to invest in a specific company. So, you know, obviously I encourage everyone to do their own research. Check out the website. I'll put a link in the description box to this presentation so you can see it, you know, page for page. I do, you know, recommend you reading all of it, understanding their you know, projects they have plans for, and you know, the direction they're headed for in the future. But again, the very basic idea is these are undervalued stocks, and you go in and you you know, you back these companies, you believe in these companies, and you buy their stock when it's low. And you know, as the company grows and the demand for the product grows, and they find more of the product, you know, the price and the value of the company goes up, and so does the stocks, and then eventually you sell them and you make money. That's the whole point, right? But obviously there's risk here. And as I mentioned before, a lot of times, you know, the higher the risk, the higher the reward. The lower the risk, the lower the reward. All right, so you have to understand it's like buying a lottery ticket in some cases, but the difference is that a lottery ticket is completely random. You just have a certain percentage of chance of winning. But when you invest in different companies, there's, you know, details there that are important. You can use some actual thought, right, and some logic, and using that information, you can decide whether there's more probability of perhaps, you know, that price going up. So you have a little bit better of a chance than a lottery ticket, I would say, for sure. But just to understand, there is risk, all right. And I wouldn't spend any money on any investments if you don't have it to lose. Right? There's a possibility you can make a bunch of money, but there's also a possibility you can lose a bunch. So it just depends on you and your situation. But I do encourage you to look into this mine, Alaska Energy Metals, if you are looking to invest in mining stocks. So it's definitely one that I have in my portfolio and that I enjoy. And of course, right now, I'm very happy to see that it's worth more than when I bought it. So that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. And I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Take care.